Hi guys, good to see you. I want to include this necklace. I got it from Lily. Isn't it beautiful? It's a calming stone. I forget the name of it. Holdite or something. Anyway, so these are hydrangea. My name is Anya Devine. If you've just joined us for the first time, I do workshops and stuff, and I do videos with like all kinds of materials. I do mixed media, I suppose, a lot in these videos, because this for me feels like playtime, this carry on, where I'm chatting with you and trying to make something happen on the paper that's some way interesting. Well, trying to make something happen on the paper that is a response to what I'm seeing, and to follow whatever inspiration it is that arises in me. And so I felt inspired today to do these pictures of hydrangeas, because they're growing all over my mum's garden here in West Cork. And so I picked a couple. I've just done one drawing with my left hand, and I tried to video it. It was a live stream. I was using my phone on my right hand to hold the phone, and so I drew that with my left hand. That's the kind of lacier hydrangea that's up there. You know, the one that's got that kind of lacy carry-on in the centre. Beautiful. But I only bought with me pens this time, because I didn't want to feel like I had to work, you know. So the pens mean that I'm going to just draw. I don't want to be filling in, because it takes ages to fill in. So instead of filling in, I found this gardening magazine, and I thought I could use some of that. And I've had to make some glue. I've got flour and water. I used to make that for the children when they were wee, so hopefully it'll work now as well to stick on the magazine paper. But I can always glue it on better with PVA later on. Okay, so I'm going to go up here now and do my best to draw the second hydrangea, which is more like a crown. Do you know, the flower is more, it's all together. There's a kind of a bursting of blooms, which is why I thought this would be a good page to use as a starting point. I hope you can hear me okay now. And the thing is, with this video might only go up a week after I've recorded it, because the thing is, the Wi-Fi isn't brilliant here, and I haven't been able to upload. So this is flour and water now. It's not gas. I just made it out of in a tub there, but I'd say it'll work, because the magazine paper is nice and light. It actually feels quite nice using homemade glue. I hope the pens will work over it. I'll just put a bit more on there. There we are. Well, it's sticking anyway. I might find some leaves as well. I might find some green here that I could use for leaves. Even just a single leaf. This colour seems to be quite a good colour for the brownish leaf in the front there. And when things are in the foreground, I think it's kind of helpful to do them a bit thicker, so I may as well use the collage for the bits that are in the foreground. So there's that leaf as well. And I'm going to get another single. I'm just looking for some more green. I haven't asked my mum now if I could use the gardening magazine, but she's a real dedicated gardener, so I think she'll have plenty more where this came from. There we are. So that leaf then could go down there. Do you know, there's something very pleasing about working with the glue and tearing and sticking. This feels like a lot of fun already. I might put one last leaf there. I'm kind of trigger happy now with the gluing. It's getting me there quickly, I'm hoping that I'll be able to still draw over them. And I'm wanting to get a green that's nice and, do you know, I think that green in the background there looks good. That green is kind of what I was after with the dog. So sometimes it works best, I think, to just be fairly decisive around the collage pieces and just put them on, you know, not to be selecting the exact shape, because it leaves you something to do then with the drawn mark. Now I'm saying that confidently, as though the pens are going to work for sure over this gluey stuff. I don't know if I'm going to break all my pens. I could maybe wait for it to try a little bit before going over it, but that would mean that I'd have to cut short the video and start it again, and you know, editing isn't a strong point of mine. So I'm just going to go with what's here and hope that the pens will work over it. Yeah, so I'm going to use the acrylic pen here first now, just to make some more outlines. That's not really taking very well there, it's not very dark. I could use the cheaper pens so that if they do break, it's not such a big deal. Yeah. Okay, so this one is working nicely. It doesn't seem to mind the floriness of the surface. There we are. I'm just clarifying the shape of these leaves a little bit more for myself. I wanted to let you know too that I'm doing a Facebook sale of my work. If I do manage to upload this video before I go back to Scotland, then this will be on time for you to hear about it. If I don't upload it, the Facebook sale will have passed. And thank God, so far they've all been fairly fruitful for me, in that people tend to buy, which is great, and clears the space for me to create new stuff as well. You know, it feels really nice to be producing stuff and for it to move on fairly swiftly, so that I've gotten space to create more. And it's lovely to connect with people who appreciate my work online, and I don't need to do any framing or anything. And Jim and his wife Linda do a great job of packaging and posting everything swiftly for me, photographing it as well. Now I'm doing the outline of the hydrangea here with some red pen. My hand is kind of shaky, but it's okay because I think it's working to describe the outline of the hydrangea. There we have it. Let me try the pink. You know, really, the acrylic pen isn't working so well. Yeah, it doesn't like the moisture on the page, so I'm having to punch it on. I do want to get some of those nice bright petals that are catching the light forward into the sun there, and just to bridge the gap between the collage and the paper I'm drawing on. Oh, there we have a good splash of acrylic came out. That was helpful now, because I do want there to be a bit more volume in the pink. So I'm just using it on my fingers to spread it out. These are acrylic pens, acrylic paint pen. A bit of a splash there. Okay. I'll bring you a bit closer just to see that, the effect of that. It's just the first the collage paper, you know, this magazine paper collage put on with the glue that I made from flour and water, and then I put over that I drew with the red pen around it, and then this is the acrylic paint pen that kind of splashed on. When I pressed it hard enough, it eventually came out. It looks like I could bring a bit more into that area too. Anyway, I'll put you back down there now, sorry. I hope you're not getting sick from movement. And I think you're going to stay put there. Good. Right. Yeah, so actually when I press it out like that, it stays. I might do the same with the green. See if I can get some, sorry about all the noise. See if I can get some, yeah, see, green paint is splashing out on there as well now, so I can use that for putting over the top of some of these. Not that it really needs an awful lot more colour, I don't think. Kind of happy enough with the colours of the collage pieces, really. There's just a couple of little bits that could maybe do with that extra light green flash. I'd recommend that if you don't paint or draw at all even, that you give this a go. This gluing and sticking is great fun. Oh my goodness, I need to clean up after this. Hidden green paint everywhere. What was I going to do with that now? I think behind the stem here there's a lighter green. So I just put some fingerprints on, and when that's dry enough I could maybe redraw that line through it for the stem. Because the green behind, I don't even have to wait for it to dry. I think this is a bionic marker of some sort. and the green behind is lighter than the leaves in front and lighter than the stems in front. Okay, so I think within reason it's bionic marker. It's going to stop working eventually. And I quite like the orange. These are thin. Sorry, now you can hardly see what I'm doing. These are thin gel pens that I'm using to do the kind of burnt edge of some of the hydrangea leaves there. They have a kind of a burnt quality to the edge of them. There somehow seems to be some orange involved. I'd say I might stop there. I think I'll stop there. Well, that was fun, you know. I had to kind of be resourceful, and I quite like the playing about with different materials. Sorry, jeepers, I'll just keep you steady and I'll bring the flowers over to you rather than hold you shaking there. So there they are. And thanks very much for joining me. I hope I can upload this now so that if you did want to buy any pictures on YouTube, on Facebook, that you'll hear about it on time. Because they do, you know, it's lovely. They do tend to go fairly quickly. But I'll have another one another time anyway. And just be in touch if you're interested in hearing about my workshops or any online stuff or anything like that. And thanks a million if you join me here. It's always lovely to get your comments below as well. And you know, look me up on Google if you want to join any of the Facebook pages or email me or anything like that. It's Anya Devine. Okay, bye from the sea air in West Cork. It's Anya Devine signing off.